Hello guys, as I promised, I wanted to introduce you the truck that I towed, the RV I showed you guys. My name is Titus. Subscribe to Dennis Leshan channel because it's a lot of work. It's hard in Texas. Alright, so as you can see right here, I have 2023 Toyota Tundra with a 3.6 liter turbo. It's the same platform as a Ford Ranger in Kenya, but this is way longer and I think it's way wider. So this is 2023 Toyota Tundra with a 3.6 liter I think turbo. It's a SR5 TRD trim. That means I have built-in shocks here, and I added my own lifting kit, but this is a leveling kit. That's why it's so high like that. And then I put, let me see the tire size. Tire size right here. So the tire size is 285, 55 R20. That means its rim is 20-inch rim. As I said, this is a Toyota Tundra. This truck is made in, oh shoot, I'm falling here. This truck is made in San Antonio, Texas. So this is homemade, I would say. Yeah, it's made, you never know that? It's made in Texas. In the back, I still have the built-in shocks. And then I added my own airbags, because I'm towing, you know. I have my own airbags. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can tell. I added my own airbags right there. And then this truck has a extended range tank. So basically, whenever I fill the fuel, I can go for 400 miles. And then I have a bed cover, which si kama Kenya tuko na bed cover, but yeah, bed cover you just pull and then flips, and you can tell I have so many things here. It just flips and then flips again, and then you tie it right here. Simple as that. As I said, TRD Pro TRD Pro 4x4 off-road. It's a package. For me, honestly, I like the tail light, you know, so futuristic. 4x4 Tundra. And then the hitch I normally tow with the RV with. So there's a hitch right here, and then it has the connection, electric connection right here. So I hook up the, you know, so the fridge and everything else, the lights can work on the trailer. And you know, you gotta represent. As I said, TRD. It's a double cabin. And then I think the trim size, trim is SR5. Double cabin. And then under here I have a storage. Flip the chairs. I'll flip the other side because here I have a car seat. And then it has its controls, you know. This is a base model, honestly. Some have, you know, heated cool seats. This one doesn't have it. Center console. Have a safe. You know, we're in Texas. You have to carry something. Can have a gun if you want to. We're in Texas. Normal glove box, nothing fancy. What do I have? Yeah. And then in front, the grill is so big. I don't know why they put this type of grill. TRG embroidered there. I have so many bags, as you can see right there. We just came from a road trip and I was, you know, it's a lot of things dead there. I like the headlights. I'll show you guys whenever it's on. So hopping in a truck is kind of easy. It's high. I don't know, it's not showing in the camera, but you have a side steps right here. You know. All right. Let's see right here. It currently has 65,000 miles. A body I think had like 40 something. So in the last 6 months I've driven this for. So basically this one right here, it's pre-collision, let's say camera. I don't know how you guys call it in Kenya. But it doesn't have a memory card, that's why it's making noise. And then center console. Sizable center console. Right here, I have a different drive mode. These are off-road specific vehicle. Nikona crawl mode. I think this is a mountain. I think. Yeah. Then I have a tow mode. This one I use a lot. They say I'm towing. I need to use this one because it has a different gearing sequences. Right here, Nikona 4 high, 4 low. I just push and no pull. TRD Pro is everywhere. I don't know, advertising a lot. This is my current setup here in the middle. And then that window right there, the back window, it opens. So I go here, go right here, flip it, or push it, and it opens as such. It just opens, it just goes quick. You know, it goes quick. What else? So nothing fancy. I have lane keeping assist, and I have I can follow the car in front of me using this one. No more AC, nothing fancy. Okay, I have a rear locus. You know, what else? What else do I need to tell you guys? But so these are normal, you know, I have normal creature comforts. As I said, this is a base model. Others have sunroof, panoramic. But me, you know, I went cheap on this one. Yeah, let me show you guys the back seat. So the back seat, I have enough, let me see here. I have enough leg room, like, you know, as I say, I'm 5'6", and I can stretch my legs all the way. You know, I can stretch my legs all the way, nothing, you know. And you can far away. It's wide. This truck is wide. And then like, right here in the middle, you can see the distance between this chair and this chair. There's a, you know, there's a big distance. The AC vents right here, storage for the kids. You know. Oh, so the air pump for my you know, for my airbags. I chip it out, so I have this one here. The back seat, this one flips. And then you have cup holders. You have cup holders. Oh shoot, this way. What else should I show? And then, oh here, if you are the person that wears suits, you have these coat hangers. And then there's another one right there too. Yeah. So, with the engine being a V6, you don't hear a lot of, you know, engine. This. Yeah, and also because it's so high, they put this for you. Oh, let me, I can pull. Oh, shoot. Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh. Let's see, right here. So this flips down like that. And you can use the stairs to go to the truck. You know, as a step up. And then you gotta represent, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see that one. Okay. Yeah, nothing fancy. The mirrors. See the size of the mirrors? Very large mirrors. Because again, you got a tow. They're really huge mirrors. Let me show you guys the engine. I don't like the setup because so many things going on. It's not easy as other Toyotas to fix. You know. 3.6. Actually, this is the second engine with those miles. So Toyota came up with Toyota had a issue, so they gave me a free engine. So this is the second one. It's a brand new engine with I think 10,000 miles right now. And then as I showed you guys with the lights on, I have the marker lights. This headlight moves. Like I can adjust the height of it, and you can see them moving. And then regular lights. So it doesn't have a V8. There's no rumble. There's no rumbling. Yeah. You guys comment below if you want to see more. I don't know what I missed. I think it's just a basic truck, I would say. Other than like lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring. You can see it right there. Oh, you can see this one. It lights up if there's another car right here behind me. I don't think it was anything else I missed. And then I have this thing right here. This one is for the RV. So basically it monitors my tire PSI. It monitors my tires. I have the one for the truck, but I don't trust everything. All right, what else the time is? As I say, this truck is tall, very tall. Other than that, subscribe to Dennis' channel. Hello everybody. So this is a house on wheels, I would say. This is a Wolf Pup Black Label. Yeah. So we're gonna start from outside. The big thing is the awning. I'll show you guys how you deploy it from inside. Basically it's a shed anyway. So you can have a campfire right here. Chairs. That's the awning. And then you have outside speakers, which there are 2 of them. They really suck, honestly. So I don't even use it. And then up here, I have a LED strip. Actually, let me do that right now. Let me do the LED first. So actually, this is a control panel, which has like, the water pump. I'll show you guys later what the water pump does. Water heater, I'm gonna show you guys too. Awning, lights, which is those ones, the LED. And then you have the convenience lighting. It's a big spotlight outside. And then now the awning. So I press awning return. Wait, inside, let's go inside. All right, starting from here. This is a queen size bed. It's not a true queen size bed, I don't know what they call it, but they call it RV queen size bed. And then on top right here, we have a storage. It goes all the way deep, and it goes, so I have 2 of them. And then we have these lights, which, you press. And then you have a window right there. This is how it is. The incidents, the one I showed you guys outside, this one broke. This latch broke and the window started flapping around, so I had to tape it up. This TV right here, I think is 35 inch, I think. It goes, you can plug it in here. And then it has, a latch right here. Come out. Swivel. So now, view right there as you sleep. And the same TV goes outside, the place I showed you guys. Right there. Right there. All right. The bed. Showed you guys bed, the lights, the storage. And then we have a couch. I have a couch here. It didn't come with the couch. I had to put this couch here. That's why you see doesn't look that right, But nice couch. You used to have like a dinette. A dinette is like a dining table. We didn't need that dining table, so I put a couch. All right. So, and then we have more storage. We put, snacks. Another window. So there's 2 windows for there. Another window. And then right here I have a radio, which we don't use. I tape it up because at night, the light is so bright. So tape it up. So I have that, and I have another one. I have so many tapes around this place. Just because of the light pollution at night. I have the heater, house heater control. Let's turn this way. As we turn this way, that's the kitchen. There's no difference between a house kitchen and this one. Everything, have hot water and cold water. I have storage on top, which we still have stuff in it. As I said, we came from a long 2 weeks road trip. Right there. This is not wine, this is olive oil. I guess, yeah. We still have dirty dishes. Another more storage down here. More storage. This is a small vacuum. You know. And then the floors. So the floors are not tiles. They look like tiles, but they're not. These are laminate. I mean, they cannot put tiles in this trailer because it's gonna be so heavy. So they just put laminate. Turning around. Turning around. So, as I showed you guys, a kitchen. It has its own window that, you know, flips out. As so. And then, you know, paper towel holder. We have a microwave. So, whenever you hook up to the main power, you can use this one. It's on right now, but right now I'm not using the, you know, the main power. As you can see, it's a small microwave. And then I have a cooker. We use it as the, inatumia gas iko pale nje. Actually, I have a light right here. Should be right there. That's good. To turn on. Let me see if I hooked up the right way. But basically, you just, you know, normal. You need normal cooker to cook, honestly. Nothing fancy. Switch it off. And then hapa niko na, now here I have a residential fridge. It uses 12 volts and 110 volts. As I said, hapa ni 110. It's a big fridge. You still have some things here. You know, it's a big fridge. Makes a lot of noise. And then on top of the fridge, you have a freezer. As you can see, everything is still frozen. These are places we just went. National, New Mexico, another state park in Texas, and that one is, you know, all Texas, but and then here we have let me see if I can, right there, this is a heater. As you see, I showed you guys, there's outside, there's exhaust. So this is a heater for the house. Whenever it's so cold, you can turn on the heater, and the heat just comes out from here. And then here is a fuse box. It just fuses. As I said, there's a AC lane and there's a DC lane. That goes there. And then we have 2 beds. The guy on top has a window. They want to show you guys outside. And then they all have a charger. Let me see, that's a charger. I put tape in this one because at night, that light is always bothering me. It's a USB charger right there. And then the same applies to the guy below here. They have their own light and they have their own charger right there. And then this bed flips up. That's why you have this cord right here. It flips up and the whole thing becomes a garage. If I have a bicycle or a motorcycle, small motorcycle, I can put right here. But I have 2 kids. I have a boy and a girl, and they sleep right there. Now let's go to the bathroom. On the door, I have this toiletry. You know, right now it's empty. Tissue paper. You know, toiletries, they go here. Changing clothes. And then no more toilet, but it's plastic for the weight saving. That's plastic. And then right here on top is a fan. The one I show you guys, like, you know, it's venting this place. And then I added a motion sensor light so the kids don't have to wake me up at night, so I can turn on the lights for them. As such, the kids are still, short. So Wakenya hapa tutapigana. So you see, hapa ni jikoni, pale ni choo na fridge. So I don't know, you guys, I don't know I don't know how many people can do that, but family is family, eh? Alright, another thing, I'm 5'6" in the morning. So let's see, whenever the door is closed, it's kind of squeezy a little bit, but it's not bad, for my height and size, I'm comfortable right here. This is a bathroom. The shower, oh, I didn't show you guys the shower. The shower is right here. We have a shower. Again, hot and cold water. And then the drain that goes to the tanks. I will talk about the tanks in a few, because you're not hooked up to the sewage the whole time. Let's see here, if I can fit right here. All right, so right now, I'm in a shower right now. As I say, 5'6", I live, 5'6". And then right here, you have what do you call it in Kenya? So basically, you remove this one. This is the same thing you put in the sink. Unaweka hapa, and then you use, let me flip right here. Use as such, And this is the most comfortable temperature, For some reason, I'm having better showers here than in my house. I don't know why. Yeah. Looks nice here. All right, let's go outside. The door swings out. Toilet holder. All these I added. These ones. Even this one I added all these. And then it has a shower curtain. So there's a step up. When you go in, you gotta step up. All right, that completes my tour. As I said, I don't know if I said it, but my name is Titus. Dennis Lashan is my little brother. Subscribe. Thank you.